Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is yours truly, Cyber Gavin, the Minecraft survivalist, playing another type of mining game called Dwarf Fortress. One of the most complex games you've ever seen in your life. And what we're going to do is we're going to do like a little walkthrough. We're going to start the game up, create a new world, and get through it. And I actually am joined by my son Tanner. He's our special guest.
Hi guys.
He's always wanted to be in a video, so here he is.
So it's been my dream being in a video, guys. So y'all guys watch the video because it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Tanner has a little bit of a cough today. It's kind of a rainy day outside. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little playthrough. And Tanner, mind you, while we're doing this, you're not going to be able to see this screen where you can monitor, because I don't have a secondary monitoring system, which, that's fine. We don't need one. So anyways, what we're going to do is, so be aware, Tanner, I'm going to keep the camera on while we do this. So we're going to create a new world. And you could go with the default settings here. But I like to, this creates a medium-sized world. And I like to, lately I've been going with small islands or small regions. Yeah. So I come down here to detailed. I click over here to small island or small region. And then that's it. You can have fun and you can scroll down. These are all the settings for the game. You can have fun, and I was doing this yesterday. I was experimenting with adding volcanoes. So this setting right here says there has to be at least one volcano in the world. But if you come down here and let's say you bump it up to 7.
There has to be at least
It's going to say there's at least 7 volcanoes in the world. This is the least fun part about the game, is the generating the world. But, there's... What people do is, generally speaking, people that don't play Dwarf Fortress or don't know how to play, they abandon a world and will start a new world. Abandon a world, start a new world.
Yeah.
The best idea.
See all the volcanoes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The best idea is to actually abandon a fort and try to start another fort in the same world, because your world it's filled with all this content. Like this is what's happening right here. Let me show you. This over here it's counting. It's the Age of Myth year 111, for instance. It started at year 0. In its history, it's fast forwarding into now. You're gonna start. You could stop and say, I want to go into the world in year 111, or you could hit continue generating. As this is generating, it's actually creating events. Like, I'll read one of them. In the year 111, the human Osush Eggweaver became the most high ash of the dead sect. 2 years later, in the early spring of 113, the human Rafkil Hushslop became the most sacred blush of the Coven of Intricacies.
Okay.
And so, it's generating historical events. Okay?
So is the video still going?
Yeah, the video's still going. Always assume the video is going, because you can't monitor and play at the same time. So anyways, so here we are generating the world. We've got, so as you can see here, these are events. These are historical events. There's over 110,000 historical events by this moment in history. When it gets to 250 years, it's going to stop generating, and it's going to ask us if we want to embark. And of course, we're going to try to find a good place to embark in the future land. The place is called Zaludnir, the future land. And I don't know how to pronounce that little mark there. But yeah, this is the least fun part about it, sitting here waiting for it to generate, but it's working. So there's all kinds of things happening here. Artifacts are being created. There's big monsters, like they're called mega beasts, walking around, killing people, destroying.
It'd be cool if they added Godzilla.
Well, I mean, they have the monsters in Dwarf Fortress are actually procedurally generated. What that means is that you never know what monster you're going to encounter. It could be like a 10-legged centipede. It could be a dragon. It creates new monsters for you to have to deal with.
So we could put Godzilla in there?
No, well, something like Godzilla. So here's our world. The name of this island is called the Equal Continents.
Guys. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a fun world, and I can't wait to get started.
So we're going to hit play. What it's doing now is it's saving the world. It just takes a little bit of time because you saw there's thousands and thousands of stuff. The world is so huge. There's so much stuff going on that you could kind of just mind your own business and do your thing. At some point, what they call it fun. It's actually when you get attacked by a monster or something goes wrong, they call it fun. Because, see, in Dwarf Fortress, there's no way to beat the game. You can't beat Dwarf Fortress. You could become the most powerful fortress and the most powerful civilization, but good luck trying to do that. So that's basically what...
So in Minecraft, there is a way to beat the game, but you have to beat the Ender Dragon, and that's hard.
Yeah, and in Dwarf Fortress, there really isn't a end goal. What there is there's a way to lose. There's all kinds of fascinating ways to lose. So we go into Fortress mode, and what ends up happening is it fast forwards us 2 weeks, and then we can skip the tutorial. People that are new can use the tutorial. It's mostly helpful. So what I like to do is I like to first check out our civilizations. We have 3 kinds. These are dwarf civilizations. You got to pick the one you come from. And when you select a dwarf a civilization, it'll show you where all their forts are. So this one's called the Fedwork. It has 2,000 dwarves. It has 26 sites. Its king is Oz Clinchmanners. Then this one is called the Eviscerated Lanterns. They're down here in the south. They have a king called Etor Rain Lances. 3,500 dwarves. 31 sites. This one's called the Balanced Banners. It's up here in the north. 7 sites. Its king is Dobar Kinoils. Now what I like to do is, let's say I'll pick the one that has the most interesting name. Pretty much. Some people go with high population. Some people go with low population. It's all about if you know what these civilizations have done since the beginning of time, that might help you. But we're just going to kind of pick something like, let's say, I like the Eviscerated Lanterns. That sounds like a crazy name. So we're going to pick them. You can reclaim, unretire, right? It'll show you places that were destroyed.
What?
Or in ruin that you can go reclaim. That's kind of difficult. That's a little bit harder to do. But we're going to find an embark location. What I like to look for is, this is the search option right here. Up here, the search option.
Hey, can you put it back on head? Okay, I'm not putting it.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to be. But so here you have the flux stone layer. I want that because that's what you could get steel from. I don't want any aquifers, because an aquifer is an underground layer that has got a bunch of water in it, and the aquifer can actually be a problem and make your dwarves drown. And then we're gonna search for a river, because I prefer to get my water from a river, and rivers can have fish, so you want to make sure you have fish for your fisher dwarves.
The ocean has
yeah, but the ocean has salt water.
Yeah.
And there's ways of dealing with salt water. We'll try to avoid salt water. And I want iron. And I hit begin, and what it'll do is it'll search over the map We'll try to make this video relatively short. We're 10 minutes in. So it says it found some matches. These green areas are where it says it found some stuff that matches my search. So these are these red squares. These are elven forest retreats. Elves can be your friends, but elves tend to dislike some of the stuff dwarves do. I prefer human civilizations, even though humans can backstab you and be mean. So I'm looking around. These are all spots that might have. One of the things I like to do, since I created so many volcanoes, is let's check out the volcanoes. So these guys, this is a dark goblin pit. They took over that volcano. The goblins can be your friends, but they tend to be bad. Like they like to steal dwarven children, for instance. They like to kidnap. Here's a volcano called the Blaze of Beauty. It seems to be in a calm place. So remember that one. Here's a volcano nearby called the Truthful Flame. It might be in a good place, but I see aquifers around it. Here you have some volcanoes on islands. We tend to stay away from the islands because they're cut off. So I don't know.
There's the one in the water?
They're islands. There's volcanoes, right? All right, so if I were to go with one, it would be probably this one here. We're surrounded by hostile goblins and kobolds, is what that says. So let's find somewhere else. Somewhere I like to have lots of trees.
There's a couple places, but it's awful close to like
the elves. These are elves. Yeah. These are more dwarves. These are dwarven hillocks.
Those are more dwarves.
Elven town. Not much, just slim pickings. Slim pickings.
What about that place?
There's like no trees in some of these places. This has got plenty of trees. Now these are humans, but they're not hostile humans.
Humans? Bad guy humans?
They're not hostile, so they're not bad guys. So I'm thinking we should try up here. Let's just look at it, see if it works. If I do it here, it might not be enough trees. So let's expand my territory. I want the volcano, but I also want the trees. Should we go for a super big one? Let's try a big one. Now this is a warning. It's telling me that you selected a large area, you might experience lag. It has a light aquifer. Let's try it. We're going with the default settings. Let's see what we can see, people. We're going into the game. We're about to strike the earth.
Yeah. With our dwarves. We only get 7 dwarves at the the first of the game, guys.
Yep, we only get 7 dwarves. And our outpost is called Bellbranded.
Wow.
Kind of a weird name.
Yeah, guys.
But as you can see here, what we do first is we're going to inspect the map. I pause the game. I see I have a really cool river.
Really cool river.
Where I get my water and do my fishing.
And then there's a lava place.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is a volcano.
And
there are trees. There's plenty of trees. That's good. It looks like we might have enough trees. What I'm going to do is when I cut down trees, I'm not going to cut down any nut or fruit trees because I need those for food. So we have a microline wall over here. We're going to go up the side of the mountain. We're going to go up the side of the mountain here. And it looks like the actual volcano, this is the top of the hole right here into the volcano. And here, if we dug in right here, that lava would spill out. Yeah, it would just spill out and just cover this whole spot. It's kind of a weird spot right here. But I like it. I like it. The top of the volcano is up here. Here's the very tippy top of the volcano. Very kind of an interesting shape. This might be a very challenging map, but this is our bed. We're gonna sleep in it. So we'll go back down to where we started off, and I think what I want to do is I want to just strike the earth. But a couple things, we got to do some housekeeping first. First thing we got to do is we got to make sure that we have picked a couple miners, because we only have one selected when we start. I'm going to make sure that there's no automatic weaving, no automatic web collection, and children's chores. Children's don't do chores, because if you make the dwarves children do chores, bad things sometimes happen. I'm trying to avoid bad things. If I happen to later decide I want to make them do chores, we're going to make sure that they don't do refuse handling.
Why do they
and no bureau.
Why do they not need to do chores?
Because they can do chores, but if you say no chores, they're happier. If you make them do chores, sometimes they see bad things and they freak out and go crazy.
And they ask their mom to help them.
No, they will actually get in a fight and get killed. So this is to prevent the children. Yeah, this is to prevent the children from getting killed. I will make the children do chores if I absolutely need them. If there's like a problem. Come over to your kitchen. This is very important. We don't cook our plump helmets, because if we cook our plump helmets, they won't be made into alcohol. Dwarves need alcohol. So you got to make sure. I don't cook any of my seeds because I want to grow my seeds. I don't cook my drinks after they're made. And over here, this is meat, fish, and others. In this spot, what I try to do...
You do want to cook them.
Well, what I try to do is, if there's tallow, which is rendered fat from animals, I don't want to... Yes. You use fat to make soap. So what I'll do is whenever I butcher an animal, I'll make sure I look over here and I'll make sure they don't cook the tallow. A little tallow goes a long way, but I like to have a lot of tallow. So that's about it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my expedition leader is my manager. I come over here to Nobles. So Dwarf Fortress... Yeah. Dwarf Fortress is a building management game. So what we're really doing is we're managing this party of workers. And another final thing before we can strike the earth is we can actually set up a pen outside.
Wait, what's striking the earth? Like mining?
Yep. Oh. We could set up an area for our animals. And what I do is this is so that they have food to eat, so graze. I have a couple hens. That's nice. So
Who do you let free?
I let the dogs and the cats roam free.
Yeah, but why?
Because they eat vermin. They go after vermin.
What if they run away?
Well, then they run away. I can't really do much about that. What did that say? Somebody find a cave?
Somebody found a cave. Well, mine found a cave. I don't know. Oh, that's a big tree.
Some water over here.
Wait, why is there red stuff around the...
Oh, that shows you it's peat. This is the type of stuff that's around the water. This is clay wall. This is clay. This is silt loam wall with sand.
Huh?
Sand is good because we can make a glass industry.
Oh yeah, glass, like in Minecraft.
Yeah, so you can make windows and stuff.
Guys, if I've never been in a video before, so you don't know this, but I really like Minecraft. So yeah, and I actually have the game. So yeah.
All right, so yeah, Tanner likes Minecraft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig down right here. I like to do 8 staircases.
8 staircases?
Yeah, in a box like this. This is my design I've been doing lately.
Oh.
And then we just let them go. And they'll start digging down. Well, that's weird. They all took off. Oh no, they're actually putting the animals over in the pen. And then they're coming down to dig. Okay. So right below us we have sand. Yellow sand. That's good. And there's the aquifer. Now the aquifer, this is what I was telling you about. I don't like aquifers.
Wait, are you going to go into that aquifer?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to without drowning my dwarves. Let's try it. Or wait.
Yeah. That looks dangerous.
Well, we'll see what they do. Okay, so there's red sand. See, it's starting to fill up.
Wait, are they going to be alright?
They might be alright if I can keep it from dying. I'm forcing them to dig enough space.
Where the water can't come in and kill them?
Well, as you can see, the water's coming in.
Water's coming in?
Yeah, you see, that's water right there. And eventually it'll fill this all up. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make enough space to where I can build walls. So like I said before...
So if you build walls, the dwarfs can't drown. And they can
the walls might hold the water back. So I need walls, and first to build the walls, I'm gonna need wood. So I'm not gonna cut down any nuts or fruit bearing trees. So oak trees.
You can cut down oak trees.
Willow
right?
trees. There's willows here. Willow trees like to grow near water, and because this is a brook, my dwarf won't drown when he goes into it. He could walk right through it. So yeah.
That's a river, and you can't.
No, that's a
drown?
brook. A river has faster moving water, and it's wider.
And
people can drown.
Those are whatever that name is, real life.
What do you mean?
You know the thing that's not rivers, but it looks like a river.
A brook, yeah, I'm sure you've been near a brook and didn't realize it. All right, so it's kind of annoying when you cut down trees next to water because the logs can fall in the water, and that's deep, and so. But I've seen dwarves take baths in water that deep.
That deep.
I had a world where all these visiting people would come and take a bath in the pond right outside my fortress.
Why?
And it looked crazy. It just looked crazy because there was always people in the water. You're like, what are y'all doing over here? And you're like hoping, I hope nobody drowns because I have no lifeguards on duty.
Lifeguards?
So
wait, there's lifeguards?
No, there isn't. I was just joking. So I just gave them an order to cut down all those trees. I'm gonna tell them to take that wood and stack it up over here.
Oh, that's a good place to stack wood.
Just because it gets kind of cumbersome.
Water's getting in, it looks like. Wait, what's that blue stuff?
That's water.
Oh, shoot, that's bad.
So we're gonna use willow logs to try to dig underneath this aquifer.
Don't drown, people. Don't drown.
While those guys are doing that, I'm going to try to dig down another layer.
All that water can go down them stairs, so watch out.
Well, the water's coming in from around. The water's in this layer. It's seeping through.
Has any of your dwarfs drowned?
Yeah, well, no, not yet. There's still 7. You can see the population over here says 7.
Pop.
If it goes down...
Population.
Yeah.
It looks like y'all digged a little bit. Or your boys, of course, and girls.
So all of our stuff is sitting here on the wagon. We got to get it inside as soon as possible.
So, yeah.
So these guys have to finish their work.
As soon as possible?
Alright, they're done. Now they're going to start digging down, hopefully.
Oh, shoot. I was looking at the wrong place and it said 6. And I forgot what that... Oh.
I don't know what these guys are doing. I guess they're just gathered. So what I'm going to do is, because I like to get started on building stuff as soon as possible, I'm going to put a carpenter shop right here by this wood so someone could start building beds. Hopefully they get down here. I'm actually going to put the priority up on this so that they start digging right now. There they go. All right, so there's more down there. So you got to tell them to dig down. You got to force them to do it. Again, to get them to dig down, you have to make them do it twice. Then we're going to have to do the same thing on this layer. It's so annoying to have aquifer.
An aquifer.
Yeah. Uh-oh, game might be crashing. Pardon me. Sorry if that was loud. So we're going to record a couple more minutes and then we're going to stop this. This is just a special episode. So that way...
Otherwise known as short, guys. But,
that way Tanner can get his 5 minutes of fame. Or 30 minutes of fame. Tanner wants to be a YouTuber. But it's going to be a while before he's old enough to do that.
Yeah.
He's too young. But... I don't recommend it, but... So I got so many willow logs. Like I said, I only cut down oak logs and willow logs. No.
How many willow logs do you got in oak logs?
Well, it looks like, come over to stock. You can look at all the stuff you have. Wait. Stocks. Log. And I have 453 willow logs. Already. Now they're all not in a real, they're kind of spread out. These guys are busy beavers. So I'm going to dig down another layer. This is so annoying. I hate having to do this. This eats up so much time. Because what you got to do is you only have so much time. It's mid-spring. You got to get ready. Oh, crap. All right, so this happens sometimes. You see that wall right there? They can't get to it to build it. This is so annoying. I have to knock this wall down here. Tell them to resume building that wall. Ooh, what's that? That looks like obsidian.
Obsidian?
Yep, it's obsidian. So we hit obsidian.
I didn't know there was obsidian.
There's a little bit of water down here. Let's try to knock this all down.
Wow, that's a bunch of place to mine.
Now obsidian, it's hard to mine obsidian because it's harder, I think, on your equipment, but it takes a little bit longer. So although it looks cool because it's black, it takes a long time. And look, there's lots of water.
Yeah.
Now the benefit though of having obsidian walls is you don't need to build more walls to block the water. You can just smooth the wall. I think that'll work.
3 + 4 is 7.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy's going to start smoothing walls. Because there's cracks in the walls. And if you smooth the wall, it gets those cracks out. And then that water can't seep through. I think that's how it works.
The cracked wall. Like, in real life, cracked wall lets water come in. But it takes a little while. But if there's enough water outside, it can just break down the wall. But there's not enough water in
Wow.
the
So it looks like, it looks like I'm going to have to dig down again. This is the so annoying thing. It's the annoying thing.
Yep.
I haven't even got my stuff inside.
Wow. Oh, there's a doggy or a cat.
Yeah, cats, they like to come and check out what you're doing,
You know, in real life they do too.
Alright, so Tanner, say goodbye. This is going to be the end of the video.
Guys.
Thanks for watching this little playthrough.
And maybe I will get to come back in another video. Maybe it'll be longer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right. So this has been Bellbranded, and thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video and videos like it, please go to my Patreon and subscribe or become a patron. Thank you so much, and have a good day.